All right, guys, so this is part two to what your messy house is doing to you. In this particular video, I'm going to go over some more practical habits that you can actually use to improve your environment and make it easier for you to keep clean. And in case you have not watched part one is more of the conceptual big idea part of this that you definitely will need to get before you jump into this one. So if you haven't watched it, jump off of this, go watch part one, then come back to part two. But for the rest of you, let's just go ahead and dive into these 5 habits. So the first habit that you need to do that's definitely going to help you to change your home and help you walk into the identity of who you want to be and no longer identify with the person that can't keep up with the laundry, can't keep up with the house, feeling like a failure and all these things is to act as if, right? It's kind of like the whole what would Jesus do? So you're kind of mind hacking here. You're pretending that you're someone else and you're doing things not how you would do it, but how someone that doesn't have these issues would do it, all right? So when someone has a clean house, right, they've been able to successfully run their home and keep up with everything, what are they doing when they come home as opposed to what you're doing? That's all you're doing, right? So just instead of being you, you're acting like someone else. So I definitely employ you to think of someone that you find successful or that you wouldn't mind modeling this part of their life after. Um, Let me think. It could be anyone, or anything. Just what does that person do when they come home? And that's how you approach your life. Again, not as you got to approach it as someone that doesn't have the issues that you have, even though the mess around you is still very much there. All right. The big piece of that is it's really about focusing on the actions, because even though you don't see what they have right now, you still have to do the things that they're doing in order to produce the same result. I really hope that makes sense. It's kind of like losing weight, right? So you may need to lose 50 pounds, but you still need to run the same way that someone that does 10Ks all the time runs, right? Does that, so you still, the action is what's going to get you the result. Boom. All right, so habit number 2. You need to have a sharp axe with you at all times because you probably have way more than you need around you. And with that being said, you will have to make some tough decisions and honestly, just let some stuff go. Get rid of your stuff. You're going to have to get over that. Most of us have more things than we need. We all do. We all have clutter, right? But some of us have a little bit more than others. And I've talked about how sometimes you just have so much clutter that the house will always look messy until you just get rid of at least 80% more, okay? So if you're overwhelmed, okay, you don't need to go through things piece by piece. Sometimes you just need to close your eyes, get some boxes, and just start clearing off those surfaces. Just put stuff in the boxes and you can set the box right beside the piece of furniture, and it's going to look like you're moving out, which is perfectly fine. This is just you transitioning into your future. And yes, it will look a little bit messy, but you're going to have those boxes there. And what I want you to do is live out of the boxes. So the things that you need, you will take out of the box. You'll find a place to put those items, right? And after 30 days, even 45 if you want, whatever is in those boxes can stay in those boxes. Tape them things up, either put them in the trash, put them on the side of the road, take them to Goodwill. You can even put it in your garage. I won't judge you for that, okay? We'll deal with the garage later. But nonetheless, you will have transformed your house like that, right? It's just like, boom, throwing a grenade, clearing this thing out, right? We're just going to start afresh. And sometimes that's just what it takes to move the needle in life, so to speak, okay? You can't be afraid to just take that axe and just start just getting rid of those things that are not serving you anymore. Habit number 3, always be in the mindset that life is like a video game, right? There's levels to it. So what this is really about is taking on more than you can manage, right? You kind of take on more, but you're not quite proven yet. I had to think about how I want to say that one. But essentially, if you want to be able to manage the basics at level 1, right? So a level 10 life has like 5 pets, lots of like a big old house, lots of activities and all these sorts of things, whatever, but that person can manage it because they've already got systems in place and all that, right? If you're, trying to have a level 10 life, but you don't have the systems in place to actually make that or be successful at it, dial things back a bit, okay? You may need to downsize so you can get to the level that you're currently at, which is, let's just say level one, right? We're just trying to make sure we get, the dishes under control and keep the laundry going, right? We don't need extra pets right now. We don't need to be taking on too many activities, one per kid or something like that. We need to, have some strict limits here until we can graduate to the next level. And again, you graduate once you've mastered level one. That way, again, you can ease yourself up there and things don't become overwhelming. All right. So forget about what you want life to look like. Right now, we need to focus on what can you actually manage and do well. Habit number 4, remove hurdles that make doing what you need to do hard. So by that, I'll say if you kept your toothbrush in the garage and you had to run out there every day to grab your toothbrush, and then you had to run to the laundry room to get the toothpaste, and then you head to the bathroom to brush your teeth, chances are most of you are not going to be brushing your teeth every day. Lie if you want to, but I don't believe you. You keep your toothbrush and your toothpaste right there by the sink so that you can easily do it, get it over with, boom, done, out. That's the same kind of thinking that you need to apply to everything that you need to do, especially at home. So cleaning supplies for the bathroom should be in the bathroom, not in the kitchen somewhere crazy. If you have multiple floors, keep a vacuum on the top floor, keep a vacuum on the bottom floor so you can whip it out whenever you need to. Is it lazy? No, it's strategy. Okay, it's called being smart. All right. Habit number 5, and this is the last one. Focus on relationships. Okay. Focus on the quality of the relationships that you have with the people in your house. This is going to completely change the energy that's going on in there. And this is going to also make it a whole lot easier for you to do what you need to do in the house to keep it clean and get things done, because it's kind of like teamwork is dream work or something like that. The team is the dream. I don't know. What are those little sayings? I literally butcher all these little sayings, but you guys get what I'm saying. You need your team. So, you need to be a good and effective coach. You need to get everybody on board. And that does take improving relationships, but it also does take knowing some relationships, when they've expired, you need to know when to let go of those too. Sharp axe. Remember that one. So those are the 5 habits that I want you guys to focus on. I'll go over them one more time. Number 1, act as if. What would Jesus do to keep his house clean? Habit number 2, keep a sharp axe with you to get rid of stuff as you need to. That's more of a mindset, right? Being able to quickly let go of what needs to be let go. And we talked about boxing up all your things. Technically, that probably should have been like 2 tips, but anyways, pack up all your stuff. Get over it. Live out of boxes. Walk into your new life. Habit number 3, life is like a video game. Know what level you're on. Habit number 4, remove hurdles that make what you need to do harder than it has to be. And habit number 5, focus on relationships, or more so improving the quality of those relationships. And that will also greatly improve the quality of your life, your home, all those good stuff. Domino effect, all that good stuff, excuse me. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe, like, all those good things. I love it. I hope you loved it. I'll see you in the next video.